but on the third day he would be raised from the dead. Now imagine you with the disciples. You've seen Jesus walk up to dead folk and call them back to life. You've seen Jesus walk on water. You've seen Jesus speak to demons, and the demons had to obey. You've seen Jesus talk to illnesses that had to get up and go when he told them to go. You've seen Jesus do some things, give sight to blind folk, open the ears of deaf folk, cause crippled folk to get up and walk. And now the one that you've identified as your hope says he's going to die. Now, when Jesus said he would be killed, they stopped listening. You ever been in a conversation with anybody and you start talking and you answering the people while they still talking to you, which means you don't hear the last part of what they're saying to you? That sometimes if you just be quiet and listen, you might not have to ask the question you're trying to ask, because they will answer it if you just give them an opportunity to finish. Well, what they didn't hear was, but on the third day, he would be raised from the dead. They missed that. They didn't hear that he was going to get up. And so understand that from God's perspective, the crucifixion of Jesus was the ultimate example of our sin against God. That's how sinful we were, that we would crucify God in the flesh. But it was also the supreme expression of God's love of us. That's what Paul was saying to the saints in Rome in chapter 5, verse 8, that God commended his love toward us, and that while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us. And so Jesus says it's necessary. Why? Because the only way you can get back home is somebody has to die to satisfy God's judgment on your sin. Now, look at verse 22. Put your name there. Put your name there today, because you got some situations where you want God to do something and he has not done it because it's not his will. And I don't know about you, but I get upset sometimes when God doesn't give me what I want when I want it, because I can't see tomorrow. My tomorrow has already been seen by him, and he knows what I'm going to face tomorrow. So while he's busy preparing me for tomorrow, I want him to take care of mine right now. And if he gave me what I needed in my own mind right now, I might not be ready for what's coming down the line. And so Ricky took him aside. Took him aside and began to reprimand God in the flesh. Anybody in here ever reprimanded God? You can tell the truth and shame the devil. You got a bill you need to pay, and the funds looking funny. And you pleading with God, God, please, help me, bless me, do this. And God says, why you, I thought it was beautiful what Sister Keisha said. God said, why you coming to me praying for something, and I've already given you the prescription for how to have your stuff met? So you want to violate the prescription I've given you, and then come to me and ask me to violate it by helping you when I've already given you what you need in order to be helped. You upset when folk don't want to be your friends, when folk don't want to hang around you and show you the kind of love you think you deserve. And God says, well, why you upset? What you sowing? What you sowing so that you can reap a harvest of it? Are you being a friend to the folk who are not a friend to you? Because in order to have friends, you got to be a friend. In order to get some love, you got to sow some. I didn't tell you when their ways please me what I'll do for you. I said when your ways. See, and what happens is we give too many other folk in outside circumstances the right to determine how we gonna act. And God says, no, I'm the main thing in your life. So if I'm the main thing, then keep me the main thing. Don't treat me the way you treat me, because the folk treating you the way they're treating you. You do right by me, and I'll make your enemies your footstool. I'll make them to be at peace with you.